We're excited to introduce you to the new president of Robert Morris University on our Disc Institute of Pittsburgh Newsline. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Christopher Howard joins us on KDKA. Dr. Howard, good morning and welcome.
Thank you very much, Larry and John. I love that song. I guess that's going to be my theme music now.
Well,
I like that. That's a catchy tune.
I thought Larry was kidding when he said you insisted on that.
Oh, this is tough. You guys are. This is starting off rough, guys.
Well, full disclosure, I met Dr. Howard and his wife, who is from South Africa. What a delightful spouse you have, Doctor. She is absolutely intelligent, got a great wit and sense of humor.
Thank you, Larry. I outran my coverage.
Well, I know the feeling. So this was several months ago when it was first announced you would take over, but you are now 26 days into this job, and your background at the United States Air Force Academy, a veteran of the service overseas Afghanistan, correct?
That's correct.
A Rhodes Scholar and a graduate of both Oxford and Harvard, and most recently from Hampden-Sydney College in Virginia, an intelligence officer for much of your time in the Air Force. So that's a pretty solid.
Impressive.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid resume. So it's easy to see how you got here. What made you choose us?
Well, I'm honored to be a part of the colonial nation. Robert Morris, as we were discussing a little earlier, has gone through major transformation. Humble beginnings as a business sort of trade school to a JUCO, to a college, and now a full-fledged comprehensive university. You know, I want to skate to where the puck's going. With all due respect to Mario Lemieux, Gretzky's quote about going to skating to where the puck's going is what I've always thought about in terms of my career opportunities. And this is a university with momentum, and I want to be a part of it.
You know, it's a sharp contrast to military life from a standpoint of everything's pretty buttoned up military when it comes to military life. There's not a whole lot of gray area. But when you start getting involved with college kids who are in that time period where they're questioning everything and certainly have a mind of their own, it's a whole different world.
Well, you know, John, at first glance, one might think that, but in both instances, the military or in higher education, although it doesn't map exactly one for one, we're in the human development business. The best units in which I serve are the ones where the commanders thought deeply about the growth and the development of the soldiers, the sailors, the airmen, and the Marines, Coast Guard members that were in the unit. Similarly, for a university or a college, you know, if you're thinking about the growth of young people, helping them figure out the world around them and their place in the world and helping them grow, so there are probably more similarities than one might originally suspect.
We're talking to the president of Robert Morris University, Dr. Christopher Howard. I was fascinated, Doctor, that you're the great-great-grandson of a slave. That impact and where you have come is an amazing story in and of itself.
Well, I appreciate you pointing that out. You know, how we got to America, all of us have these amazing, powerful narratives. Whether we were forced to come over, or we came over, or they came over on their own volition, we have these great stories that inform who we are. And I'm very proud to say that I came from very humble stock, but by the same token, it says so much about America that yet and still so many generations later I can lead Robert Morris University. So I use it as a way to say, thank God for the United States of America. Its imperfect beginnings lead us to this perfect ending. So I'm proud to be an American.
And yet so far to go. I mean, a perfect example of that, Sunday night, the Academy Awards. And a lot is being made about the lack of diversity in what is an iconic event in the United States. Yes, a lot has been done, but don't we have a long way to go?
Well, you thought you were interviewing Chris Rock, not Chris Howard, John. I'm sorry, you must have the lines confused, so I'm sorry about that. No, I said no in all seriousness. This is a legitimate issue. I think that the union is not yet perfected. We've got work to go in terms of inclusiveness and diversity, and we need to be very deliberate, whether it be in the institution of higher learning, where we have a dearth of men and women of color in leadership roles, or whether it be the Academy Awards. But the good news is that people like yourselves, like myself, that are thinking about this issue and trying to put our thinking caps on to make it better. We do have a ways to go, and it's only going to take, the only way it's going to change is if we change it it and leaders step in.
And I love the colorblindness that I see in this generation that are in college now and in my own kids. I love seeing that. But we could talk about race all morning. We have to find out if you're going to convert and become a Steelers fan.
The short answer is no.
What?
But I will cheer for the Steelers as long as they're not playing my Cowboys. And I even told Coach Tomlin that at the Dapper Dan event. You were there, Larry.
I was a witness to that. I was a witness as Dr. Howard met Coach Tomlin and had a really good chat. I missed the part where you mentioned the Cowboy thing, but so
I videotaped it. I'm going to post it on YouTube today. I'll show you.
Well, I know you'll be rooting for the Colonials. So John Banaszak, your head coach, was a Steeler, 3-time Super Bowl champ.
Yes, exactly. And he's excited about his recruiting class coming up, and we're excited about it as well. We're enjoying some Andy Toole's having a comeback at the end of the season on the basketball side, as is Coach Sal on the women's basketball side, and our hockey team is well placed to. They split with my alma mater, the Air Force Academy, last week, and I was down in Colorado Springs for that with some RMU folks. And they're well placed. They beat Canisius. They're going to win the conference this year.
Could you tell Dr. Howard also enjoys sports, John?
Yes, I get that.
We love it.
Bit, gentlemen.
We love it. Well, we're excited about your presidency at Robert Morris University. I will see you at the next Speaker Series event, which is Leon Panetta, which will be a great night at Heinz Hall. Dr. Christopher Howard on our Disc Institute of Pittsburgh Newsline. Thank you, and all the best. Good luck.
Thank you very much, John. Thank you very much, Larry. You stay warm and go Colonials.
Take care.
745 KDKA traffic powered by Bowser Buick GMC Trucks. Speaking of Colonials, Adam Gusky.
I knew that was coming. I'm actually sitting here in a Robert Morris basketball sweatshirt.
There you go.
Are you really?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
He's, by the way, Christopher Howard is a dynamic individual. When you meet him in person, very, very engaging and excited to be here.
I've introduced him at the basketball games, but have yet to meet him in person, which is kind of odd.
You're going to like him.
I'm looking forward to it.